Right, I'm just standing outside one of the old cinema houses in St. Vincent. I mean, this one's located in a place called Stony Grounds in St. Vincent, and this was one of the places I used to come to watch the old kung fu movies. As you can see, the cinema extends a fair back, so it's quite a decent size. Unfortunately now it's been closed for some maybe 10-15 years, and more looks like a prison. I mean, it pretty much looked the same in the day when I came here. I'm just gonna walk up closer towards the front of it, and this is not the entrance, but this is just to give you an idea of you know, the sort of places where people would sort of queue up to buy tickets. And basically what they do is stick their hands through those openings. You'd have someone inside selling tickets. I just walk up towards the front, and yeah, this is the front entrance now, all sort of closed up, and as I said to you, it looks a bit like a prison, with a sort of corrugated iron gates. Not used for anything. I've just spoken to a couple of people who tell me that they plan to reopen this with some pretty high tech. I suppose they'd probably have to just demolish a building and start from scratch, judging by the state of it. But this is pretty much where it used to happen. The posters would be inside, hanging from the wall, and it used to get sort of pretty noisy around here, you know, on sort of screen days. Where you get people basically walking up this street here where this car's driving down, and yeah, I mean, this street used to be sort of filled with people, sort of making loads of noise, especially after they'd come out and they were still buzzing. So yeah, this is one of the places, Russell Cinema. Standing in Upper Kingstown. This is the another one of the cinemas. This was called the Lyric or Robbie Cinema back in the 70s, and again, well, this was another place where they used to show numerous kung fu movies throughout the week and weeks, and probably showed thousands of movies throughout the 70s. As you can see just to the right, that's one of the areas where they would have put the posters, displayed the posters, and that's the entrance there. So I mean, this one's sort of fairly central to in the middle of the town, to most of the public in Kingstown and St. Vincent. Just to the bottom of the cinema house, at the front entrance, as you can see, is a pretty sort of primitive looking ticket area where people used to come and queue, stick their hands through that little hole in the wall, and buy their tickets for the shows. So that's still there. I don't know if they still use this, but a fairly good piece of history, I suppose. Again, just outside the cinema, just across the road, we have a billboard, pretty small one. I can't remember. I think this was probably the original size, where they would have the posters for the kung fu shows. Today we have things like Spider-Man 3 and Pirates of the Caribbean, so times have changed. So again, I'll just pan across the road to the Cinerama it's now called, but it used to be called the Robbie's or Lyric Cinema.